Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our weekly press conference. Today we have two topics. First, we will recognize Highmark Caring Place's Children's Grief Awareness Day. And second, we will learn more about the Erie Downtown Partnership Small Business Saturday, which is always a great event that helps support our downtown businesses. Before I begin, I want to share some terrific news with you. The City of Erie has earned a perfect score of 100 on the Human Rights Campaign's 2024 Municipal Equality Index, or MEI for short. That's for the third year in a row now we've done that. The MEI is a nationwide evaluation of 506 cities that examine how inclusive municipal laws, policies, and services are for lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, or LGBTQ for short, people who live and work here in Erie. The City of Erie is committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is a key driver for economic growth, serving to attract residents, visitors, and businesses who place a high value on inclusivity. We are focused on what matters: building community, growing Erie's economy, and taking care of each other. Diversity is one of Erie's greatest strengths. Then everyone feels supported, welcomed, and valued for the unique skills, perspectives, and talents that empower people to thrive and contribute to our sense of community. Our policies and practices continue to help us achieve this perfect score, and this is one of the ways in which we strive to make Erie an inclusive place to live, work, play, and raise a family. I am grateful to the LGBTQ+ Advisory Council who helped us reach this milestone. I really appreciate their guidance and their dedication. Now, we would like to tell you about the Children's Grief Awareness Day. It was created in 2008 by Highmark Caring Place. Children's Grief Awareness Day is recognized worldwide as the third Thursday in November. For some people, the holiday season can be difficult, and this is an appropriate time to raise awareness about the severe impact that a loved one's death can have on their children. Children's Grief Awareness Day highlights the fact that supporting our children is crucial. You know, I was pretty old, actually, when my parents passed away, but that's the hardest thing I had to handle so far in my life, losing my parents. But in honor of Children's Grief Awareness Day, we are wearing blue proudly to show our dedicated support for grieving children. Now, I'm honored to introduce Connor Dolly from the Highmark Caring Place to tell us much more about this. Connor, the floor is now yours. Go get him.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Schember and the City of Erie for recognizing and supporting Children's Grief Awareness Day today. Children's Grief Awareness Day started in Erie 16 years ago because of a group of elementary students. They knew the value of supporting their grieving friends. Through the efforts of the Highmark Caring Place, it has become a national and international day of recognition. Statistics show that at least 1 in 5 children will experience the death of someone close to them before they graduate high school, and 1 in 12 will experience the death of a parent or sibling. 7 in 10 classrooms have at least one grieving student who are grieving the death within the last year. Those are pretty amazing stats, but it's true. Those kids are in our schools, they're in our community. And many people misunderstand the way children express their grief and do not realize that it takes most children much longer to cope with their grief than we expect. This day allows us to highlight the special needs of grieving children and to help others create a safe space, like the Highmark Caring Place, where children can openly share their grief. At Highmark Caring Place, we are proud to support grieving children and their families by offering free support for our community. Families come together to talk about their feelings and the memories of their loved ones in a safe space and learn to once again find hope in their lives. With the financial support of Highmark, we can offer all of our programming free of charge. We raise this awareness so that people will understand that a grieving child can't just get over it. And in order to teach people ways they might help a grieving child they happen to know now or in the future. Last night we hosted current and past families who were involved with our program for an event. And with the support of our wonderful volunteers and community partners like Terradoodles, the Experience Children's Museum, Pop Luck, and Tree Family Party Piggies, we were able to give the grieving community, or the grieving children in our community, a fun night to laugh with their families. We also have wonderful partnerships with the Erie Otters, who joined us for one of our group nights and are also hosting a special Children's Grief Awareness Day night on Saturday night at Erie Insurance Arena. All across our community, you'll see schools, people, businesses supporting grieving children. Blue butterflies, t-shirts, stickers, pins across the county, all worn or displayed for every grieving kid or family in our hometown. So thank you all for wearing blue today and for showing a grieving child that they are not alone and that their loved one will not be forgotten. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Connor. Appreciate it. You're doing a great job to help children who have lost someone that they love. That's very important. Also, thanks to Christy Nish, who is also with us today. Christy is program manager for the Highmark Caring Place. Christy, thank you very much. I also want to thank the volunteers who support grieving children throughout Erie. If you're interested in serving as a volunteer, just visit thehighmarkcaringplace.com, or you can call or email Kristen Hubert at 814-528-0934. That's the right number, isn't it? Thank you. Or you can email her at Kristen, Kristen, Huber, Huber, at highmark.com. As Connor mentioned, there is a special Otters game coming up. Here with us is Sean Bernard from the Erie Otters to tell us more. Sean, your turn to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Connor. And of course, thank you to Otto for making the appearance today. In the sport of hockey, the sense of community, belonging, and support is a necessity for success and growth. These pillars are not unique to sports, nor are they to the processing of grief. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Bednard, and I'm the Director of Communications and Community Outreach for the Erie Otters Hockey Club. Today, we recognize, remember, and honor those grieving around the world with the 16th Annual Children's Grief Awareness Day. For 16 years, this worldwide day of observation, started right here in Erie by the Highmark Caring Place, has grown to touch thousands around the globe. For years longer than that, however, care centers, and especially Highmark Caring Place, have helped grieving children, adolescents, and families know that grief is not a taboo topic and that it is okay to not be okay. The Caring Place and the Erie Otters have been collaborators and partners in the community care together from nearly the beginning of their time here in Erie. And over the last 2 years, especially now into a third year, we have been able to strengthen that bond of not just partnership, but community support. This came to fruition in the formation of the first ever Children's Grief Awareness game in sports history, starting in 2022 and continuing last year. And where better for the inaugural nights of this game to begin than here in the community where Children's Grief Awareness Day was founded. Over the last 2 years, our team of young men have taken the ice in navy and baby blue colors like the one that I'm wearing here today, colors that symbolize Children's Grief Awareness, wearing initially warm-up jerseys for pregame adorned with the logos of Highmark Caring Place and Children's Grief Awareness Day. This has not just been a tangible opportunity to showcase support for the grieving community, but to truly give back to an organization that started this day and continues to push it. Thanks to these nights and the generosity of our fans in bidding on the jerseys, our organization has been able to donate over $13,000 to the Caring Place's free programming and mission. Programs ranging from peer and group support, 10-week sessions with trained volunteers, and support that helps to heal, that again, are all completely free to anyone that steps through the doors of the Caring Place. And we are so humbled now to work alongside Highmark Caring Place to celebrate the third annual Children's Grief Awareness Night on Saturday night as the biggest version of the night itself yet. Fans who enter the Erie Insurance Arena will be engulfed in a sea of blue and a world of support, leading into our highly emotional and community-connecting pregame observation. Standing alongside thousands of others, fans will be encouraged to fill out a Holding On to Hope for sign and participate in a moment of unity to display who they are holding on to hope for and for all those children grieving. We will then be so honored and humbled to be joined by a local Erie family, the Moroskeys, brave enough to share their story of loss, grief, and healing thanks to their time with the Highmark Caring Place. In memory of their own loved one, they will drop the puck to start off our Night of Hope. And then for the first time ever, our players will skate onto the ice wearing the all-new Children's Grief Awareness Night jersey, a specialty game jersey, crested with the colors of the logo of Grief Support. These jerseys will be worn by the team the entire night, showing the support and logos of the supporting organization all evening. It is our hope that this night can serve a multitude of purposes. An uplifting night for those grieving to show that grief doesn't have to be restricted to sadness, but can be a celebration of life of those lost. To normalize grieving and to live the mantra that it's okay to not be okay. To shine a light on the incredible community resource that is Highmark Caring Place. And to raise awareness and funds for those dealing with grief in their own way. Loss is not unique. Every single person you talk to is fighting a battle that you'll never know, or grieving the loss of a family member, a friend, or a loved one, and doing their best to put on a brave face. Grief is an incredibly complex emotion. Loss is a devastating thing to experience. And when a loved one is lost, it's easy to feel alone. And especially for the Erie Otters, and one young player of ours, our organization suffered the loss of two incredible women who were so closely aligned with our Otters family, in billet mother Emily Matson and mother of player Jennifer Schaefer. In this night, we hope to honor their memory and help those in our organization and community in healing. Saturday night, our hope is that nobody feels alone. For all those grieving, we're with you, we support you, we stand alongside you, and we wear blue to recognize your anguish. To once again be able to utilize our platform in a way that showcases support to those who are suffering with the loss of a loved one is truly humbling. After the game concludes, these jerseys will be auctioned off that are worn by the players, and all proceeds, every single dollar raised, will go to Highmark Caring Place to support the previously mentioned free programs and to allow them to continue for our community. If you are able to, please consider bidding on one of these jerseys or donating directly to the Highmark Caring Place. This is why we wear blue. This is why we acknowledge Children's Grief Awareness Day. It's truly an honor as an organization that cares and works so hard to invest so much into this community to be able to create this game night environment. Our organization would like to thank quite a few people. Firstly, the Kitchener Rangers organization, who will be our opponent on Saturday night. They have truly invested their worth to work alongside the Coping Center of Cambridge and the Highmark Caring Place to be a terrific community partner off the ice and on it for Children's Grief Awareness Night. Of course, we would also like to thank Mayor Joe Schember, and as a token of our appreciation, we would like to give Mayor Joe Schember his very own specialty jersey. You will not be able to bid on this one. Thank you, Mayor Schember. You look good in blue, sir. And finally, to all 4 Highmark Caring Places across Western and Central Pennsylvania and their team, they are incredibly selfless, and especially here in Erie, our team members and our staff that we work with at the Caring Place has been tremendous. We'd also like to thank our great partners at Erie Apparel for supporting this cause fiscally and socially, and all those who are attending the game on Saturday night. Finally, for all those grieving in our community, we stand alongside you. We hope to see you in blue at the Erie Insurance Arena when the puck drops on Saturday night. May our platform and game night be another step toward healing and helping those in their darkest hour. Thank you.
I like looking like him. Thank you very much, Sean. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you all to all of the Erie Otters. Your support of Children's Grief Awareness Day is helping us deal with one of the hardest things to handle in our lives. If there are any children or families in Erie who have lost a parent, a grandparent, or a sibling and could benefit from the Caring Place, please reach out to them. I also want to again thank Connor and Christy for their passion, their commitment, and their dedication to helping grieving children cope with their losses. Next, with the holidays upon us, we want to provide some details on some upcoming events. The first is Small Business Saturday, which will take place on November 30th. To celebrate and support small business in Erie and recognize all that they do for our community. We know that 68 cents of every dollar spent at a small business in the United States stays in the local community. And every dollar spent at small businesses creates an additional 48 cents in local business activity as a result of employees and local businesses purchasing local goods and services. Here with us today to tell us much more about this wonderful event in downtown Erie, we're happy to have Dave Tamilotis from the Erie Downtown Partnership here. Dave, thank you for being here and welcome to the podium. It's all yours.
Thank you, Mayor. We're very excited to be partnering with some amazing downtown businesses to make this year's holiday shopping season something very special. I'd like to thank Stephanie Hunt from Copper Carriage, Emily George from Dollhouse at Point 4, and Ryan Hoover here from the Flagship City District for being partners and for helping us to plan this year's Small Business Saturday, which we are rebranding as Miracle on State Street. We will have over 75 small and micro business vendors set up in the historic Boston store, the Erie Art Museum, 1020 Collective, and Ascend Climbing Gym, as well as all of our amazing brick and mortar businesses throughout downtown. Downtown Erie will come alive as your one-stop shopping destination for unique, local, and high-quality holiday gifts. New this year is a free gift wrapping station at the Flagship City Food Hall that can help make your thoughtful local gifts look extra special. I'd like to give a huge thanks to Hands with the Boston store, the Erie Art Museum, the Flagship City Food Hall, Ascend, and 1020 for continuing to allow us to use your spaces to bring this opportunity to amazing local makers and draw thousands to downtown to shop for the holidays. Specials and sales will be happening throughout downtown as well, so be sure to check out amazing shops like City Supply, Glass Growers Gallery, Primo Tailors, Dollhouse at Point 4, Copper Carriage, Floral Gallery, Sammy's Heartfelt Treasures, Bespoke Tailoring, who's celebrating their grand soft opening, and tons more that will be open during the holiday season. There are also restaurant and bar specials throughout the weekend, so stick around, spend some time downtown, make a whole weekend out of it, especially if you haven't been here in a while. There's so much amazing change and vibrant development happening. It's very exciting to see all on display at times like this for the holidays. Shopping local is not only great for getting unique and special gifts that you couldn't get at Amazon or Walmart, but it helps your local economy as well. Much more of every dollar you spend shopping at a local business, a locally owned business, stays right here in Erie supporting employees, business owners, friends, family, and neighbors. Also new this year is an exciting window decorating contest that will launch on Saturday, November 30th. 15 businesses are competing to have the best and most creative storefront window this holiday season, and you all, the general public, can vote on your favorite from Small Business Saturday through Gallery Night on December 13th. The public can vote via QR code on the windows of the businesses as they roam around during the next few weekends. So please come down, check out all of these amazing businesses and the hard work of local artists going into decorating these storefront windows. Downtown is going to be incredibly vibrant and festive this holiday season. Saturday, November 30th is also opening day for the Downtown Erie Community Skating Rink. It is our third year hosting skating activities in downtown, and the skating rink will open at noon on Saturday, November 30th, and remain open for regular hours through the end of the winter season in February. The rink is open Friday, 4 to 8 p.m., Saturday, noon to 8 p.m., and Sunday, noon to 4 p.m. Huge thanks to our safety and hospitality ambassadors for assembling the rink this year, and to our skating rink staff for helping create very special skating memories this holiday season and throughout the winter. We're looking forward to more amazing events like Downtown Delights, Gallery Night, more skating, the return of the Curling League, and Winter Carnival very soon on the other side of the new year. So keep an eye on our website calendar for all our upcoming winter events, eriedowntown.com/events, or check our social media channels. We are Erie Downtown Partnership on Facebook and at Erie Downtown on Instagram. Thanks. Back to you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Dave. We really appreciate what you do and look forward to Small Business Saturday, for sure. I hope you can come back soon and tell us more about what events will be happening in the city of Erie during the holidays. I know there's going to be more. There will be no press conference next week due to the fact that Thanksgiving is next Thursday, November 28th. Please remember that City Hall will be closed Thursday, November 28th, and Friday, November 29th. On behalf of the city, we wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Also remember that the day after Thanksgiving is Native American Heritage Day, which is a day to reflect and appreciate the culture, traditions, and contributions of Indigenous American people. That completes this week's news conference. Please remember to follow us on social media for the important updates from the city of Erie. Everyone who spoke today is now available for interviews. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. It's a nice-sized group today. Thank you.